What's up, guys? My name is Nate Hibbert, and feeling very positive about it. I don't know what happened. Actually, I didn't know what happened, and it's a story I'll share in a little bit, but I feel like things are just clicking for me right now, and really making, like, I was kind of, like, hesitantly jumping into this drone space, and, like, yeah, I think it's cool, and I want to, like, figure it out, and now I'm like, I need more drone in my life. Now, where things are starting to click because of some of the opportunities that are arising to actually work with people and get my skills or put my skills to use, I'm thinking that I'm going to go more the cinematic route, which is not a true passion that I have of like filmmaking, but it is a passion to help people, and I just think that that's one way to use this skill set to help people. There were 3 businesses that came up to me recently, or 3 opportunities that kind of came my way that kind of passed right in front of me that I could have jumped into if I had the right tools for those opportunities. And basically they were just asking for someone to take drone shots for them. So I think I shared one of them on a previous live stream, which is a garden that's around here. They share food with the neighborhood and the community, and they grow basically in our backyard, which is really cool. We kind of stumbled upon it walking some trails in the woods, and we're really excited about that because my wife actually works with them on some of the software side of what they're trying to do. And so I was like, oh man, how awesome would this be able to like get some shots for them? But I know that I don't have, I mean, I'm still flying my Acro B, and we're going to talk about gear a little bit more tonight. So this isn't the greatest drone to go out and get shots with. If you guys have seen any of the footage that we've taken, it's been pretty bad. Like, it can barely make things out. It's great while I'm flying and it's great to learn, but it's not something you would want to like put up on an Instagram post or anything like that. So getting the skill set down with this drone is awesome, but getting actual footage for clients, probably not something I would suggest. So those 2 things have been kind of holding me back as far as like jumping into some of these opportunities. The other 2, one's actually a more serious, I wouldn't call it a movie or anything like that high level, but there are lots of like indie films and things being made in this area, and there was a posting asking for a drone flight that someone actually brought to my attention because they heard that I was getting into droning, and they were just like, hey, is this something that you would want to do? And I was like, not quite yet, but I definitely think that's like another thing nudging me in that direction of like, man, there are just opportunities even without me really looking for them. Even just the like rumors that I'm a drone pilot now, which is like just starting off, it seems very exciting for me to jump into this world. The definition of luck, which is like when preparation meets opportunity combine, I definitely feel like the opportunities were, but I was not prepared, so kind of missing out on some of that stuff. So I wasn't lucky just because I personally wasn't prepared, but seeing those opportunities, like if I get prepared, then I can be lucky, quote unquote. And so I think the way to get prepared is just to start honing my skills a little bit more seriously. I think that if I see my drone career or hobby or whatever I'm going to start calling this, I would say like the end of the first chapter is coming to a close, and I'm starting to see that second chapter opening where it's like, okay, now it's time to at least get a little bit more organized. I can tell a quick story right now. This weekend I got a chance to go up to Michigan to be with some family, which was a good time, and I was able to bring my drone, so I was actually able to fly with my drone for the very first time. I reached out to Metal Rocks FPV on Instagram and just shot him a message. Because I was reading a couple articles, I was like, you know, traveling with these lithium ion batteries, like, are they going to give me any problems, or is this going to be hazardous at all? And he said no. He actually told me, gave me a link to a sticker to print out, just so if they did say anything, I can at least say like, hey, I know that there's lithium ion batteries in here. So I printed that out and stuck it on there. If you guys want that, you can comment below, or I'll try to remember to throw that in the description. Worried about flying with it, but it was just like all those questions that I didn't know because I'm flying with some new technology and things in my bag. The first time that I went through the security, I actually took it all out and put it in its own bin and all that stuff. The second time I was just like, I'll just chance it. We had a little bit more time, so if they pulled my bag, I would have learned my lesson. But my bag went through really quickly. They didn't even like stop it and look at it or anything. So I would say do your own research, definitely, but my luck the first time traveling with the drone with these 1S batteries, they didn't give me any hassle, so that was a good thing. But anyways, I got to travel with my drone and ended up getting up there and forgetting the antennas for my actual headset. So they plug in right here. They're actually in the bag behind me that I usually take when I'm going to fly my drone, if I'm going to, travel outside the house. But I completely forgot them because it's so much easier to travel with this thing without those attached on here. So I was really bummed out not being able to fly up there. I had kind of the perfect opportunity. My sister has a nice house on a couple of acres of land, and we had a little boat going in her pond, and she had a four-wheeler that was driving around. I was like, oh, all these opportunities to like chase all these things and just hone my skills a little bit more, and to share the FPV drone experience with my friends and family that were there. That would have been kind of the cherry on top of that day. But unfortunately, I missed out on that because I forgot really two pieces of gear that would have allowed me to actually use that headset. I could fly maybe like 4 feet in front of my face, but that's not all that exciting. So I just ended up packing it up and putting it away and being sad for a second, but then still enjoying the time up there with family. So that's just like, I think where the ball started rolling, like I need to be a lot more organized with my gear, with like the type of training that I'm trying to do, with the time that I'm actually putting into this, because I'm kind of out of that phase of like, what is this new wonderful world of FPV drone, and more like, okay, how do I take advantage of these opportunities that are coming my way, and just try to make the most out of the time. I'm growing up, I'm now married, I have a job, I have all these things going on, so anytime that I put into this, it's not just like it can be lackluster. It could be if it was something that I was just like messing around with still, or playing around with, but that's what I'm saying. Like something has changed just in the way that I'm thinking about droning, where it's like, okay, now is the time to try to take this a little bit more seriously and enjoy the opportunities that are coming my way. I'm also doing this in other parts of my life, just being like pretty routine about like my morning routine and when I come home from work and all that kind of stuff. So I think it will be kind of natural for me to do this with the drone flying stuff, but I think sharing this experience with you guys will be good. If you enjoyed this live stream, please come back next week at Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to be reminded, you can subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. If anything that me or Steven are saying connected with you guys, please leave a comment down below, as we want to know what is piquing you guys' interest and what is useful out of these hour-long live streams that we're doing. But yeah, appreciate your time, and until next week, we'll see you